Hello my dears, beautiful skin also has to do with many inside causes, including nutrition. And since I'm in charge of many people's beauty as a whole, I look at both, the inside and the outside. Today's video will be the first in a series of Skinfood with my best tips on how to beautify your skin with certain food ingredients. We'll start right off with an absolute favorite of mine, which is lycopene. This is a veritable power booster for beautiful skin, and I'll explain why and what it is. Lycopene is a so-called secondary plant substance which belongs to the class of carotenoids. Very important. It is an antioxidant, a free radical scavenger. Sounds cool, right? But why is that helpful? Free radicals are highly reactive, destructive atoms or molecular fragments. They are formed everywhere in the body and can affect skin metabolism via oxidation processes. If you want to dive deeper into oxidation, you'll find a lot of chemistry tutorials on YouTube. We will now focus on their influence on our skin. The formation of free radicals is a normal, indeed a necessary process in the body, and if they are degraded quickly, they are not a health problem. But if they exceed a certain balance over an extended period of time, they can damage tissue and functions. Effects on the skin may be, among others, for example, a pre-aged skin texture or deep wrinkles or even pigmentation disorders. A lot of factors may increase the formation of free radicals, e.g. wrong diet, smoking, pollutants, stress, or even excessive sports. And now we come back to the radical scavengers I mentioned before, because they can neutralize these little destroyers. Lycopene is one of the strongest representatives and so easy to incorporate in our daily diet. It is typically found in tomatoes, but also in other vegetables or fruits like watermelons, papayas, or rosehips. Now you might think that I said, eat fresh tomatoes and that's it. Unfortunately, the answer is no. Lycopene from processed tomato products like tomato juice or tomato paste is even more concentrated and higher dosed than from raw tomatoes. Also, heating it up further improves availability because the heat breaks down the plant cell structures and lycopene is dissolved. Not to forget, add some fat to increase uptake because lycopene is fat soluble. And here is another advantage. A higher raised lycopene level can give the skin the equivalent of a natural water-resistant sun-protecting factor 2 to 3. Of course, this is not enough protection against sunburn, and if in the sun, please always apply a product with a high sun-protecting factor additionally. Another carotenoid that is very helpful for our skin is beta-carotene. It's the most important precursor of vitamin A in food and therefore referred to as provitamin A. It is also an antioxidant and, like lycopene, can form a light autoprotective mechanism against UV rays in the skin. Beta-carotene itself is yellow or orange and is found in carrots, but also pumpkin, kale, spinach, and other vegetables. The rate of ingestion when eating, however, is very low overall, which can be increased by shredding, heating, and a combination with fat. In contrast to vitamin A, after an excessive intake of beta-carotene, there is no so-called hypervitaminosis, a damaging excess of vitamin A. This is due to our body's limited capacity for conversion to vitamin A. Thus, only as much beta-carotene as needed is converted to vitamin A, and the rest is stored or excreted by our body. You know that for sure. If someone eats a lot of carrots, it can lead to a yellowing of the skin, e.g. in small children. This is called aurantiasis. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a bit of that. But beware, we are talking about natural plant foods, and this does not apply equally to the isolated high intake of beta-carotene in dietary supplements. This is still discussed controversially, and there are several studies that found undesirable effects after a higher and longer intake of isolated beta-carotene. So I put some more information about these studies in the info box. Even though I find some dietary supplements very good and meaningful, I would not want to have beta-carotene in them and would always look to get it from natural plant sources. Interestingly, the concentrations of carotenoids, such as lycopene and beta-carotene, may now be tracked as marker substance for nutrition status and stress. Furthermore, the positive antioxidant and light protective effects could be detected. Studies have even confirmed that people with higher levels of carotenoids in the skin look younger for their age. On that note, let me close and suggest to pay attention to your skin nutrition. Think of me next time you're cooking. And last but not least, I'm so glad about your likes and subscriptions. See you soon and all the best to you.